As a leader, I try to look at life and try to learn from various things that I observe or involved in. And I have been taking this spinning class, cycling, in the gym, and I absolutely love it. And for me, I'm not there just for the health aspect of it. I always utilize these situations to just learn and observe and just draw from the things that I'm experiencing. And in this particular class, I've had various trainers, and there are some prompts that they are constantly saying. They say things like, don't drop your shoulders, or point your toes down to gain speed, or hey, this is a time of recovery. Take what you need. Here's what's happening in these high intensity moments. The leader that's at the front of the class, everyone's kind of surrounded in a semicircle, are following the individual. They are listening. And, when we get tired, we want to sometimes give up, if you will. These little encouragements, these little prompts, sometimes they're actually adjustments and direction-oriented commands that go forth. But they're always in a very positive and affirming way. I can hear them now. Sometimes they'll say, I've got you, or don't give up, or don't stop now. Or sometimes they'll say 20 more seconds, and I'm riding along, sweating away, and I'm thinking, this is the longest 20 seconds I've ever heard of. And so whether it is really 20 seconds or not, I'm not sure. But the fact of the matter is that as leaders, we can provide these small prompts to people, usually in the area of encouragement, affirmation, in belief. At times, by the way, we need to tell our people that they need to breathe a little bit. They need to recover. In spinning class, when they say take what you need, we normally will towel off, or we will have water, nutrition, as far as getting back the supplements that we are perspiring. And so there's just these moments, there's just these cues that are obviously orchestrated by the trainer and by the leader of the class. It is very intentional. It is very systematic, and many times it's very scientific. It's not haphazard. And I'm sure they're reading the room, by the way. I'm sure they're reading the energy of the people, and are we keeping up? Are we not keeping up? What do we need at that moment? Do we need to be challenged? Do we need to be pushed? Do we need a moment of rest and recovery? By the way, sometimes I'll even say to us, recovery's coming, recovery's coming. Even that will encourage us when we get tired, when we get fatigued. Our whole form and structure can sometimes get out of place, and we actually exert more energy than less. And these trainers that are watching the room, if you will, are just looking for moments to coach, to inspire, to lead. Do you see where I'm going here? That isn't this amazing that it really applies to leadership in such an incredible way? I think sometimes we're always looking for that silver bullet, that big magical moment, if I could use that word, that's going to make all the difference. But in reality, it's these small prompts. It's these moments of encouragement, is these moments of affirmation and belief, maybe coming up to someone and saying, hey, you did a really good job. And I like the way that you handled that. And thank you for taking care of that customer. That was a really nice touch. Or, hey, who came up with this particular ad? This was amazing. I'm telling you, this stuff is worth a lot of investment. It's worth a lot of dollars. And many times it is absolutely free. But as a leader, you have to be able to observe. You have to be able to read the room. You have to be able to read your people. What do they require? If you push when they need affirmation, when maybe they do need to push, and maybe now you're trying to flower them up, if you're in the wrong moment, you're not going to get the right results. What's your culture like? What do your people need? What kind of a leader are you? Are you focused, intentionally focused? Are you systematic when it comes to this idea of prompting people, encouraging them, praising them, challenging them? My friends, listen, these small little phrases, these small little words, sometimes it's just a pat on the back. They go a long, long way. Hey, let me know. Let me know some of your prompts. Tell me what you think about small prompts, big impact.